Welcome back to Planet Crypto. This video is all about Bitcoin. The monthly close just around the corner, 8 hours from now. We're going to look at the monthly chart. We're going to look at the positives, the negatives, all that good stuff. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, and Patreon for more content. So let's get right to it. The monthly chart of Bitcoin going all the way back here to 2017. Our latest double peaks and now the whole bear market. And are we out of it, right? Well, all signs point to yes. Let's zoom in more to the monthly charts. So first and foremost, you want to look at the EMA 8s. Let's take off the prices, right? Let's just look at the moving averages, and you can see a tectonic shift in the EMA 8, right? Just look at that. Your peak, your higher high, and then been in a downtrend on this EMA 8. The red line is what we're looking at. 400 days of moving down, right? Pretty... That's your bear markets. Anytime your EMA 8 on the monthly are moving down, bear markets, then sideways for another handful of days, or weeks or months, and now we're moving up. So how long have we been moving up? Well, just 90 days. Not too long, not too short, just leg one, phase one of the bull. That's how they typically start. This move up is also called a tier one. Right, so what's next is, for my opinion, what is next? After a big move, and I would call a move from 16K to 30K, right? A 2x, I would call that a pretty big move in just a handful of months here, right? So the odds for me for the next several months is sideways, right? Typically, you're going to find these stair steps or these tiers. They move like this, right? They consolidate after a big move, and then they go again to tier 2. So when would that be? Well, your guess is as good as the next, but I would say we're probably going to be looking at a couple months at least of consolidation. Now, that doesn't mean the price is quiet on the daily or the weekly. I would say, in fact, quite the opposite. I would think we're going to see some volatility, but on the monthly scale, zooming back, after a couple years from now, I think we'll see that 30K give or take to 26, 25K give or take. It's kind of what we're going to be looking at when all things are said and done. If we can draw straight candles, right, we're probably looking at something more or less for candle bodies like this, right? And then you'll look back and you'll see here's the step one, the flat, right? Relatively flat, 30K to 25K, right? And then our next major move, right? I would call this a major move. I don't call 29 to 25K a major move, right? Even though it could seem like that time to time. So monthly chart, that's what my odds are for the next handful of months. We also see right up here, what is this? That's the 20-month SMA, also known as the median Bollinger Band line. Why would that mean anything? Well, typically you're slow to start when you're on the bottom half. What do you notice about bull markets? Always in the top half of that, obviously. But we're starting to stair step through the moving averages as well, right? 8-month moving average, we broke above first go, right? January, held it as support. Next big move, we cut through all these other moving averages, the 50-month, the 14, the 34, the 21 in the yellow. We're trying to hold that as support. Are we going to do that? What is going on with this month's candle? Is this a concern? The answer is no, and of course I have proof to back that up. Not only that, but this is a healthy thing to have a bigger move and then a breath of fresh air. Right? You can't be a sprinter and just keep sprinting. You need to take a break, right? Take a breather, get your breath back, and then you can go again. So will our breath last this month, or will it be a couple more? I think probably a couple more because of that 2x very quickly. But just above here, right, we can see our next line. This can act as resistance. The median Bollinger Band, the 20-month SMA, right, just running around 31.5. Do we see any headroom above that? Well, a lot of wicks, but no major closes, right? These closes, that's what we're looking at. That closed at 35K. That's probably as bullish as I could see us going over the next couple of months. We're looking at it, and you don't have to have a definitive line, right? You could make this more of a zone. You want to include as many candles as you can, right? So we're looking at maybe 35 to 38K, 39K. It'd be hard for me to see us getting above that before it's our next tier move up, right? So I think we're going to need more consolidation, somewhere between 25 to 30K ish, before we get our next tier. Our next tier move likely, in my book, towards the end of the year or early next year, before we can really break that 40K level and get above this, flip this back to support. That's what I'm looking at. Now, we mentioned being bearish here. No, this is just a breath of fresh air. What is the proof that you mentioned, bud? How about Hikanashi Candles? Have you heard of them? They tell you your momentum. Well, you notice that that was red on your traditional Japanese candlestick, but what about for Hikanashis? Whatever side the wick is on tells you your momentum. So obviously bear market, look how big, massive these wicks are. Not only the candles red, but your momentum bearish, 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 and almost no bulls, right? Look at now. Look at the shift here. The bulls fought back huge in January. Look at that long wick, right? This is the opposite of your traditional candles, right? Your wicks tell where your momentum is. So bull candle, big momentum, right? Very smaller bears, right? Big green candle, no bears, right? No wick on the lower side means no bearish momentum at all. Next month in March, we had a little bit of a tug of war there, but bigger bulls, right? Look at this. Monthly last month, April, only bulls, right? No bear. This month, baby bears, right? Teddy Ruxpins. There's nothing to worry about, right? This is absolutely healthy. The monthly candles show the bulls still have major momentum, right? This is not me making shit up. This is facts I'm showing to you. So all the buddy that says that you're following on your shitpost Twitters or Reddits that are screaming, bearish, we're going down, they're just making that up, right? Here's your proof. Hikanashi Candles will not lie to you. Your momentum is still bigly with the bulls, right? So let's go back to our traditional candles. Breath of fresh air. This is just another breather, and the bulls are still in charge. They're grazing now, right? They put in some work. Time for a break, right? And then they'll put in some more work, right? That's how phase one of bull markets work. This is just the first tier step up, right? You're climbing stairs. You jumped 4 in 1, right? You can't just jump 8 more, right? You gotta have to take a breath, reevaluate, and then you jump, right? That's what we're doing. That's the likely play for now anyway, right? Nobody knows what's going to happen. No one has a crystal ball, but based on evidence in the charts, that's what I'm seeing, at least for now, right? I like the tectonic shift. Tectonic, the word of the day. The move of the EMA 8, when it starts to move up, usually a good sign for the future, years ahead, weeks, months, years ahead, right? So that's what I got for you. One more thing, the Gaussian channel on the monthly, we don't look at this much. The top of that also hits almost exactly as of this month with that EMA 20 SMA 20 at the medium Bollinger Bands at 31.5. So, maybe next month we go up to there. Maybe we hold that. But look at our bear market bottom right at the median line of the monthly Gaussian channel. Another wick down to 19.8 to tap it again. Hold support. Back up. Now we're in the upper tier, still in the upper tier of the monthly Bollinger Bands of the Gaussian channel, excuse me. We all know Bitcoin about the 5-day Gaussian, as that has turned green, price action above. That's the ultimate bull sign, right? Made a couple of videos on that. Check those out if you haven't seen them yet. This spells go time historically for Bitcoin, just for the past entire lifetime. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. On the monthly, we close 8.5 hours from now, depending on when you watch. Maybe you already closed, right? So check it out. Where do we close at? I don't think it really matters. The bulls still have the momentum. This is a still healthy uptrend, right? And we've done some tests. We don't have to go any lower. Anybody that thinks or says definitively that we have to go back down lower is just fooling them and themselves and you. So there's always a greater than 0 chance of anything happening. But to say that we have to go down lower is a fool's gold, right? We don't have to. Could we? Are we likely to? Maybe, right? Who knows, right? The charts will not lie to you. The charts, everything is there. Your fail points are there in the daily charts and the weekly charts and the 3-day charts and the hourly charts. You should have your fail points to the upside, to the low side, and anything else. If someone's only feeding you bull stuff, or bullshit, the bullish scenarios or bearish scenarios, and they never look at the other side or where their idea fails, they're doing it incorrectly. I promise, right? So follow those that look at both sides of the coin and tell you where their idea fails, even if it's bullish or it's bearish, right? They need to have a fail point. If they don't have that and they don't stick to that, then they're full of, right? Doesn't matter, right? So just trying my rant there. Side notes, follow those that, try to have, look at both sides without being too biased, right? So quote of the day, one of the most famous, you already know it, most famous presidential quotes of all time. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country, right? All right, side note, Fear and Greed Index, we're going to start checking this more in our videos. Had a sip of water there, sorry for the rudeness. I would offer you one, but, we haven't invented that whole thing yet. Fear at 51, we're still in the middle, right? Kind of a coin toss on bears and bulls. So this is the boring parts of the market, right? And, the YouTube subscribers show that, right? Not many people are interested just yet, but you are. So that's why you're here, and that's why you'll do better than most. Bitcoin season, it's almost peak Bitcoin seasons here, right? Still, we have a long time to alts. Don't panic on alts yet. I mean, we're flatlined at peak Bitcoin season. If this was flipped and we're flatlined in peak altcoin season, yeah, you better not be holding too much Bitcoin. But guess what? You better not be holding too many altcoins right now, right? That's not how to do it, right? Let's just use this index. It's free. blockchaincenter.net. The alt season index, right? Check that every day. I check it every day until we get back above this line, right? Altcoins will remain relatively calm. Okay, so don't panic. What else we got? Car of the day for the 4 of you that like that. The Porsche GT2 RS. Pretty great color, blue. Roll cage, comes factory. Lots of carbon. One of the better Porsches. Anything with a GT and a Porsche in it is pretty spectacular. All right, I'll end it there. Have a great rest of your month, all 8 hours of it. And I will see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll make an update and see if anything happened. If not, then it's a monthly scale, people. Let's not panic too much, right? Nothing's going to change too much on the monthly scale between now and 8 hours, okay? So we'll make some more videos. We'll just keep it going. What do you want next? Maybe a Chainlink video. I haven't done one of those in a while, all right? For those that follow me for Chainlink, we'll do that. Maybe an altcoin video of the day or something like that. Given the month of June, maybe we'll just start making more regular YouTube videos. It's been calm, right? No need to panic on anything just yet. But I feel like the times are approaching where we need to start making maybe some more videos. Get your requests in. Be there or be square. Dumb.